Hello everyone, here in this video I'm going to explain the quick steps to deploy HCM 2019-08. This is a 6-step process. First, download the item CDF plus HCM metadata file. Then we have to get the Docker access. Then we have to prepare the required VMs and install CDF is the next step. Then we have to do the download upload of HCM images using the Docker account what you have acquired here. And then finally install the HCM 2018 and verify the application access. When it comes to download CDF HCM metadata file, first you have to log into entitlement portal with the Microsoft SAD account. Then navigate to the respective HCM version and download it. And first you have to download the CDF and metadata file so that these files will be used into the master node first. For getting the Docker access, this is the procedure what we have to do. We have to drop an email to the regional email ID with the required details, and this process may take 1 to 3 days. When we are preparing the required VMs, this is the procedure I have followed, and I already prepared the VMs for this demo. This is a single master 3 worker with a single Vertica VM, and the Postgres will be internal Postgres here. To install the CDF, first we have to copy the item CDF zip file along with the metadata file of the master VM. And here I already prepared the internal NFS server along with the required folders in the master node. So the item CDF installer should be unzipped, and we have to navigate into the folder to update the installer properties file. So here this is the master machine what you're having here. These are the 3 worker nodes what I'm having here. First let us get into the CDF installer that is already unzipped, and let us go and see what I have updated in the installer property. There are 2 properties that we need to pay attention. One is the registry org name. Currently the org name is HPSW item. In case later if this changes to Micro Focus, we have to change that registry org name. And the next one is the Docker proxy values. In this lab, I need to provide the Docker proxy values to access the internet, hence I'm provided. If it is not applicable, you can ignore this. So now we are going to get started with the installation procedure. So now I've typed in the command that is required to start the mini CDF installer. Let me get started. So first it will be initially doing the validations, and you can see like there are 2 warnings. First warning is related to the master, you can ignore that, and the other one is related to the input, that also we can ignore. Let me give yes and proceed further. Here I have to provide the initial password that is required for the portal. Once you provide the password, it will start the CDF installation. Let us wait for this installation to complete now. As you can see, currently the CDF silent installation is completed, and it is showing us an URL where we need to log in to proceed with the installation. So let's do that. So this is the URL. I'm going to log in with the password what I've fed there. Once the page is loaded, let us select the version, click the next button, select the agree, authorize, go to the next button, select the ultimate version what I need, and I'm going to the out of the box SQL. I'm going to that. I'm going to select the medium part, next. And I don't have any other external host name, so I'm going to continue with using this, and the port is going to be 443, and I'm not going to use a HA right now. It's a single master instance. So let us start adding the worker nodes here. When you click on the plus, it's going to show us the host name, username, password. Let me fill in these details first. You can see I fill in the host name, username, and password, and I made an ignore warning and skip resource because for demo purpose I have given the lesser resources. When I click on save button, it's going to validate the settings what I gave here. And you can see once the validation is done, it has added the worker nodes. Similarly, I'm going to do for the other 2 worker nodes. Now you can see like I have added all the 3 worker nodes, and I'm going to click to the next button. And in this screen, we are going to configure the NFS configuration here. NFS hostname is this same as the master node, so I have given that input, and I'm going to click refresh. So it's going to list me the folders what is configured here. For HCM, I'm going to give HCM. And similarly, let me configure all other folders. So I configured all the folders. Let me quickly validate for all the things like here. So once the validation is done, I'm going to the next screen. Click yes. In this screen, it's saying we are going to download all the record domains from external servers. Click the next button. And here it's giving additional information like we are going with the offline installation here. Click the next button. This may take a few minutes. So now we can see it's moved to the next screen where it is asking us to download images. Now I'm navigating to the opt Kubernetes scripts folder and doing ls. Here you can see download images.script. I'm going to run the download images command with the username that I have already. So you can see like I've given a user account URL, and it is asking for the password for the account. Let me feed that password. As you can see, once I feed the password, it says successfully logged into Docker Hub. And now it is trying to download the suite release information. We have to give yes for this, and it will get started with the download images. We have to wait for this to complete. Now you can see the installation is completed. I mean, the download is completed, and now let us go to the installation portal for further process. Let me click the next here, and here it's going to say whether the images are in the right location. Yes, it is already. Let me go to the next page where it is going to validate all the containers. You can see it is showing 0.45 because we have just done the download, but we have not completed the upload. Hence, we have to go and do the upload right now. Thank you. So now I'm going to run the upload images.sh-s HCM. This script is also available in the same location. Let me start it. It's going to take few minutes. So we'll wait for that to complete. Now you can see the upload process is completed. It took 3000 seconds. Let us go to the next stage. Now I'm going to click on the check again screen here. You can see check again is now 45 out of 45. So let us go to the next screen. It's going to reload the required cubicle pods. Now let us go to the next screen. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to wait for a minute. Now we can see the basic infrastructure services are loaded. Let us go to the next screen and click next again. Here it gives the confirmation of the version and the other components that you're going to install here. Let us click next now. So here comes the DB part. So here I'm going to give the vertical details. Vertical details is filled in. Let me click next. Now you can see the vertical host are all validated. Let me click the next screen. So here we are going to use internal PostgreSDB. So let me click the next screen. Okay, the password. Let us give the password here. Let me use the basic password. Let me click the next screen. Let me fill in this password details now. Now you can see I filled in the password details for all the fields. Let me click the next screen. This you can leave it as it is. Now let us go to the next screen. Yes, it requires proxy. Let me fill in the proxy values here. And there is no username password, so let me click the next screen. Let me select all the components. Let me click next here. Let me download a copy of this and keep it. And you can see all the passwords, whatever we set is displayed here for review. Let me go to the submit button now. So now the HCM installation is actually started. This is going to take an hour and a half approximate, and let us wait for this to complete. Now you can see the installation is completed. Now let us go and look into the worker node status. Now you can see the worker nodes which we have added and the master nodes all are running good. So now let us go to the pods. Here you can see in the HCM1 namespace we are seeing all the pods are up and running. Now let's go and launch the portal. You can see the portal is launched, and we are able to access the HCM application here. Here you can see in the vCenter hypervisor where we have the master, Vertica DB, and 3 worker nodes. Thanks for watching the video.